There's a lot of things going on in life today. Everyone tries to betray you, but you can do whatever you want. You can act like the Joker. You can impersonate the Joker. These people are very fake. That's what makes you want to turn into the Joker. Do you know what it is when people fucking do this constantly? It makes you want to kill yourself. But it's okay. Life is good. We're all good. We just got to keep fighting at the end of the day. So just don't betray. Just don't betray. Don't betray any of us, and we're always going to fucking take care of you. And we'll figure it out after that, okay?
Welcome back to the... Oh, it's not even a welcome back. It's welcome to the...
Welcome to different categories too. We can talk about health. We can talk about wealth. We can talk about anything.
Well, welcome to the laziest podcast on earth. There we go.
We can do whatever you want.
The laziest podcast on earth, and we're going to be discussing all kinds of topics about health. What else are we going to talk about?
John talk about cirrhosis of the liver, gastrointestinal health, fucking... This is not lazy. We can talk about mental health. We can talk about wealth. We can talk about fire dancing, anything you want.
How about a conversation about the female orgasm?
Inside of a woman's body lies a clitoris, approximately a few inches in. And we know how to do that, if you know how to do that. And it's a thing. So we really have to figure out how to take care of each other, sexually, mentally, spiritually, and figure out what are we gonna do for each other. But as long as we keep betraying each other, the entire earth is going to die. I promise.
So Josh, what does a betrayal look like in your opinion?
A betrayal is somebody who disrespects you, disregards you, really just treats you like a dog shit because they know that they can use you and suck you like a cow. So really, there's a lot of things going on in the world today. Mercury retrograde, whatever, addiction, abuse, use, all kinds of things. But at this point, we really need to wake up and work together as a team to make this world a better place before it's all over. Do you want to get nuclear bombed?
No.
Do we want this to be over with? No, we all want to live,
Totally.
We're fighting for life. So at this point, we need to figure out how to gather around together. Wake up. Stop using TikTok. Stop using these things. Even if you want to be famous. Even if you want to be famous. No, you don't need to be famous. No, you need to make money for your family. For your family. And that's all. And fame is not fun. I'll tell you right now. I've tasted it before. So I just want to tell you right now, we need to gather together as a collective consciousness or it's all over. But I feel like we're going to be alive for a while.
Makes a lot of sense.
Global warming, air pollution, intoxication, substance abuse, all of that. It's difficult for all of us. We all go through it. But what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Are we going to join together? Or are we going to die? Let's do it. Wake up. Stop being stupid. Come back. Come back to reality. Really, please. We want this together. I know you all want it, but you don't know that you want it because your mindfulness is not actually there. Really, it goes to a place of unconsciousness, like especially you're eating sugar, you're using different substances, you're smoking marijuana, you're doing cocaine, or even if you don't do drugs, preservatives, preservatives, many things like GMO, Monsanto, everything. You know Monsanto, right?
No.
Monsanto is a family that created GMO corn and all kinds of things, and they use people for money, and it's not cool. So I'm going to expose all of this right now. Raw thoughts, motherfucker. I don't care what anyone says. I'm on President Trump's side, too. He's about to protect the world. So this is what we're talking about right now.
I've got a question for you.
I got a question for you, too.
All right. Who wants to go first? You or me?
Go ahead.
All right. So how often do you use a vibrator to help stimulate a woman into having an orgasm?
I don't masturbate at all.
A vibrator.
I don't use it. I don't.
Okay.
No. I just really try to love them, you know, like my sacred spiritual energy is really like flowing through me. So I try to make sure they're okay. They're protected. I take care of them, but they don't take care of me. And that's how it goes. So, you know, like everything is, I'm juggling 10 balls at once, but, you know, like they don't want to juggle 10 balls. So I just keep doing it, keep fighting, keep working. So this is how it goes down. You know, we're talking about many topics right now, and people are going to like this, but it's a thing that I'm almost not willing to deal with anymore, but I feel like I have to. I feel like it's my obligation to protect these people, take care of the world, take care of people, take care of myself. Hard to take care of myself, but we're going to be there, you know, after we figure it all out. Life is not easy. You can become the Joker, or you can become divine simultaneously. It depends. It just depends on which ball you juggle. It depends on where you are, what is your heart, what's your mindset, what do you want to do, and what do you want to do for people.
One more question. What does divinity look like in your opinion?
Well, we can't be completely divine. We can become almost divine in the human body. We can clean up our act, be pure, have good intention, take care of people's hearts and their minds and their bodies. But can they take care of us? Oftentimes not. Oftentimes not. They really betray us, especially when you're good to them, because they take it for granted. And it makes us want to destroy ourselves. But are we going to destroy ourselves? Or are we going to join together? Meet in the middle, 50-50. Work together. Work together.
Makes sense.
So what are we going to do?
Wait for your question. What kind of a question do you have for me?
Are we going to wake up? Or are we going to not? You know, the world is waking up in some ways, but they're also not. All kinds of things are happening recently. Global warming, war, Ukraine, Russia, Taiwan versus China, which is not going to happen anymore, because I see exactly where their coordinates are, and they're not going to come here. Thank you, God. Thank you, Trump. But the USA, immigration, illegal immigration, all kinds of things are going on right now. I'm here to be like Jesus Christ, the one who walked the world everywhere, to help people and make sure that they are okay. I would crucify myself for the entire world. And that's the bottom line. As long as they are okay. I want to live too, but I'm willing to. So.
What kind of perspective can you throw about having a president that enjoys grabbing pussy?
You can have lust, but you can also have love. You can have a lot of things in your life. Do you really want it? Then do it. Figure it out. Go for it. Like Eminem said, you know, you only get one shot. You not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. You want it. You better never let it go. So just do it. Take the opportunity, hone it, do it, or lose it. And that's it. There's a lot of information in this clip right now. A lot. It's mixed.
Totally. It's the laziest podcast on the planet.
Yeah. Oh, it's not lazy. It's mixed. We're trying to expose everything in one go.
I think we're exploring options. So one of the most interesting options that I've been exploring recently is sex with a vibrator. I feel like it's fantastic. I feel like it's very stimulating for a woman, and I feel like it helps improve her performance and the opportunity to hit an orgasm. Basically, if she's warmed up first. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever explored sexuality using a vibrator or explored sexuality using toys, but I feel like there's a lot.
Oh, people are going to laugh at this. It's like informational, but also goofy at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, if it gets the right exposure, you post it right with, the right typing, the right things.
Sure.
They'll all see it and they'll laugh, but also be informed at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of why it's the laziest podcast on earth. I'm curious to know, what makes you think Taiwanese women are the hottest women, or some of the hottest women on the planet?
Taiwanese women, their eyes, the way their eyes are all sharp and defined is very special to me. And I'm not even like, I don't want to fuck them. Like, I want to love them, and I see their eyes and the way they look at people. It is quite ridiculous, honestly. Like, I think they're very special. American girls have been intoxicated by social media, TikTok, everything, and they lost their ways. And I don't care if you're religious or not. It doesn't even matter about religion. It's just a principle. Look, inherited from Eve in the Garden of Eden, all women have an indwelling desire to overcome and manipulate a man in order to have harmony with themselves. And these days, lately, what's been happening in the world is social media has been programming girls to become alpha. And they are becoming alpha. Kinda. They will mentally alpha, but they can't be alpha because they're women. But they've been trying to fucking dominate men and take everything they have and suck their soul dry until they're dead. They'll make a love to your friend or whatever. They don't care anymore, especially in the West. In Asia, there's still a principle. Yeah, there's still people who are not loyal, but there's a principle and there's still traditional culture that we can work together with in relationships with men and women. And we can still make it happen, whereas we're not lost cause yet. It's possible, but we're here. So we'll see what happens. But we have to change this world. We really need to do something. We need to do it fast.
What's a specific quality that you think is critical or necessary for someone to be alpha?
Alpha's okay, but not ego. Alpha just being strong, Be strong, grit it, fight it. Just don't be egotistical. Really just take care of people and do the right thing. Do your best. There's a study between Don Ruiz Miguel. He says, be impeccable, be considerate, with your mind, he tells people, like, do the right thing, always do your best, like, always do it. And if you can, or you can't, sometimes we all fall, but we're here. So we just gotta keep fighting, fighting for what's right. My instructor, Raymond McCallum, he's a U.S. champion in Texas. He's on YouTube. He trained me to the death. He said, keep fighting, boy. Keep fighting. Texas style. I tried to time out, and he told me, no, you can't time out. Keep fighting. So that's what we all have to do. So we're going to keep doing that. The ones who give up are the ones who die. Kings never die. So we're not giving up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I couldn't agree more. Where do you think we're going in terms of human genius?
Your human body will leave your body. You'll still be conscious. Consciousness.
Okay. What do you think defines consciousness?
Awareness. Alive. More alive than ever, especially after you leave your physical body. I've already seen it before. It was there.
Okay.
That's what made me a believer, but not the same kind of believer that is in the church. More like spiritual.
Makes sense. What's spirituality in your opinion?
Real. Loving. Awake. Alive. Not judgmental. Not somebody who's just living in the terms of, like, they contradict themselves all the time. Indoctrination in the church. It exists, for sure. They act like they're, I'm God, like, I'm a pastor, And then they contradict themselves and they're hypocritical after that, and they're really not there. So
What kind of vibrations do you think exist in this universe to stimulate human consciousness and awareness?
a lot of different vibrations. Yes, right now I'm drinking alcohol because I feel like I have to, but it's temporary. And really just to make people, there's a lot of things going on. First of all, we can join each other, work together, take down government, move together, live more trade-based, be together. After that, well, first of all, take down war. We can take down war. We can do a lot of things, like change the form of currency, change it into something more trade-based, like in our ancestral times. But we're not in our ancestral times. We can return somewhat, but that's impossible because this world's developed now. So more trade-based, family-oriented, less war, less all of that. Stop worrying about greed, taking money. Oil field industry is all fucked up too. A lot of things going on like that.
Makes sense. I'm trying to picture a reality where these vibrations can exist in harmony and in union to reveal divinity.
We're never going to be divine as humans, but we can definitely be reunited and do better.
Yeah, and that's why I think, tools like having a vibrator to help women orgasm is a fantastic way to help understand the human body better. To help people understand the human body.
That's okay, but you need to make sure it's not lust.
No doubt about it. I mean, lust is lust, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being lustful. I think the issue then...
Just try to be better, that's all.
Sure.
God's not petty.
Right. I can agree with that. But can we agree that women that have never experienced an orgasm might not be as sensitive to their bodies?
Right? They may not. Yeah.
And
there might be better too.
Some of those issues may, just that lack of opportunity to hit something divine, for example, an orgasm, might cause unusual stresses in their body, which may cause unusual stress in their brain, which in turn may reflect on how comfortable a woman is at the time of conception. The chemistry involved in a pregnancy, for example, reflects then onto the child within the womb. So there may be some similarities in character and chemistry between mother and child based on the level of experience that the mother had at the time of conception.
Which I absolutely know. And that's what's going on too with me. I'm pretty much divorced. So, I'm trying to figure things out, and we're gambling, and I'm gambling, like juggling the balls, juggling 10 balls. trying to figure out what's going on. So we'll see what happens. Like, just protect your heart at the same time. Make sure, watch your back and proceed with caution. That's all.
How do you recommend people protect their hearts?
Don't put too much of a shield up, but definitely fucking watch. Watch. Eyes open. Eyes wide open. Keep your head on a swivel. That's how it goes down.
Makes sense. All right, so we go do some Indian food and call quits on this podcast. This podcast, the laziest podcast on earth. And then come back for a second round at a later point. So I'm starting to feel hungry. I'm not sure about you. How hungry do you feel, Josh?
Ready for it.
All right, let's go handle that.